we're going to 6.7 probability, and then we're going to look at odds. Odds is a little different. You kind of want to draw a line right here in your head and not connect the two. Probability means the chance that something might happen. It's not a definite thing, but it might happen. Probability is found by favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. I'm so sorry you're not here, because usually we take cups and we flip them, we divide into groups, and we see how many times that cup can land on the bottom, not land on the big wide end of the cup, the open end. And we keep a chart and we compare all that information from about 4 different teams. You can do that at home, okay? So if you are finding this, example 1 is, if you're rolling a dice, what is the probability that you would roll an even number? There are 6, okay, parts of a dice, 1 through 6. There are 2, 4, 6, so there are 3 even numbers. The favorable outcome are the number of even numbers. So probability is 3, which are your even numbers, divided by the total possible. There's 6 sides, so it's 1/2. You have a 50% chance of rolling an even number. You have experimental probability. It really is just to do with trials. The terminology is still a little different, but it worked exactly the same way. So you have a free game if you, in putt-putt, if you make a hole-in-one on the last hole. And this is an example of 44 hole-in-ones out of 256 people that played. They want to know what is the probability, okay? So probability is 44. That's successes divided by the total trial. The total trial is 256. I think you divide that by 4. That will go into that 6 times, is it 64? I believe, and then that's 0.17. Now, I'm skipping example 3 because all you do is take that probability, which is a fraction or a decimal, and you multiply it by your number to predict an outcome. This is example 4. Example 4, okay, is really different. It's odds in favor versus odds against. You've got formulas, the number of favorable divided by unfavorable, and then it flips it on the odds against. If you were taking a test in class, you'd have to memorize those two. This problem says, choose a number between 1 and 20. What are the odds of choosing odds in favor? What are the odds in favor of choosing a prime number? What are the odds against choosing a prime number? First, you got to know your prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. If you count all those up, there are 8 prime numbers. Remember, 1 is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so you have, here's my formula. Odds in favor equal the number of favorable. We already said there were 8 prime numbers. Divided by unfavorable. Okay, so you have 8 and you've got 20 total. So 20 minus 8 is 12. So you reduce that, you have a 2/3 chance, okay? Odds in favor of getting a prime number, of picking a prime number. You have a 2/3 chance. That's a pretty good chance. That's a 66.67% chance. Odds against is that flipped upside down. You have unfavorable, which is 12, divided by the favorable, which is 8, okay? You have a 1, well, they leave it, they reduce it, and they just say 3 to 2 chance, okay? Odds against are 3 to 2. I was looking to see if they changed it to 1.5. But they just leave it as a fraction. So it's 3 to 2. This is a really easy lesson. You probably didn't need me to explain it. Just, I thought it might help, especially in this part. Be sure not to use the total number down here. See, over here, you use total. Here, you use total. But in this, you do not use total numbers as your denominator. Bye.